guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is this look right here. I used the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1 palette and did this like cranberry pinkish halo eye with glitter in the center. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I saw that I got like a surge in subscribers after my last video, which wasn't makeup related. But if you guys are there from that video, welcome. My name is Victoria and I do beauty videos on YouTube. And I'm trying to get into like doing other stuff too, so if you have any recommendations of what you'd like to see from me, let me know down below. I think one day I'll do like a Q&A video just so those of you who don't know me personally can like get to know me a little bit. But yeah, that is all I have to say about that. So keep watching if you want to see how I got this look and if you want to hear my thoughts on the Tati Beauty palette. I have the palette in front of me, but obviously first I need to prime my eyes. I'm going to use the NARS Smudgeproof eyeshadow base, and then we're going to go in with the shadows from the palette. So this is what the palette looks like. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it before, but you have like a row of pressed glitters, and then you have a metallic row, and then the sequin row, and then the matte row. The sequin row is like kind of like a satin formula, and there's shimmer in it, so I'm really excited to play with this. I already put on some moisturizer on my face. First I'm going to go into the matte Soothe color right here. I'm gonna go into my crease with that just so we can start to like build this look. Just blending this into the crease like we usually start. I just washed a ton of my brushes and it took so long. I'm not even done. I just hate washing brushes. I don't think anyone enjoys that. I'm going to take another brush to just blend out the crease. This has nothing on it. This is a brush from Wet n Wild. The bristles are really soft. These are like vegan bristles, but they feel so nice. They don't feel like really synthetic at all. They're very fluffy. Next, I'm going to take a flat brush for the eyeshadow. We're going to start building on the lid. This is the MAC 242 brush. I think I might do a halo eye. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into the matte Poet shade first with the flat brush, and I'm going to go on the inner corner and the outer corner of my lid. We're going to start on the outer corner. This eyeshadow has really good pigment. I didn't even really dip into the shade that hard. These mattes are really pigmented and they don't seem to skip or anything. Took it out a little further on that eye, so we're gonna just pull it out a bit here. Always clean up the outside later. And then we're gonna go into the inner corner with the matte as well. I'm gonna keep it very low on the inner corner. I don't wanna go up into my crease too high. So that looks crazy, but I promise we'll clean it up. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of that matte shadow and kind of bring it up into the crease like that. We're gonna do it on the other side. I'm gonna go back into the blending brush. I'm gonna dab it into that Soothe color, and then we're going to go around the edges of this eyeshadow, just because I want to blend it out a little bit. And I'm using like the lightest touch. I'm barely touching. I want this to be really soft and blown out. Well, I guess we're just gonna go hard then. Gonna go back in with that brush. Put some of that color back. And I'm gonna go into that same Poet color. That's the color that's blown out all over our eyes right now. And I'm gonna go in with the metallic version of it, just as a base. We're gonna go and put this in the center of the lid. It looks very similar to the color that's already on the lid, but this is just acting as a base for where I'm going to place the glitter afterwards. This color is very pretty. It's not super like bam in your face in terms of color, but it is a more muted color, I think, but the pigmentation is still really nice. This matte Poet color blends out really well to the point where you feel like it's two different colors. Like it looks like the color that's in my crease and then it's like in my real crease and then above it are two different colors, but it's the same color. It just looks different because of where it's placed. So I think that's really cool. I don't remember what Tati had said about the glitter, like how to apply it. So I'm going to just use a little bit of glitter glue anyway. So we're gonna go in with that. I'm using the NYX Glitter Primer. Then I'm gonna take the Poet glitter on my finger and we're just gonna press what we can because I want to avoid as much fallout as possible. I'm still gonna get some, but you know, it's the name of the game when it comes to glitter. I think you want to try and avoid the crease as much as we can because then things start to get messy. And here I am getting glitter in the crease. Sick. But I think you get the idea, right? Yeah, so I've just been trying to press this glitter on. I feel like pressed glitters in a palette, like this is the best I've seen in a palette for pressed glitter, but I'm still not the biggest fan of pressed glitter. I mean, I guess it works the same. Okay, so I did my brows off camera using like what I always use, the Anastasia brow gel. I use the HD brow pencil from BH Cosmetics just because I can't find my Anastasia one right now, but we're gonna start with the face now. So I'm going to prime with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I have like 2 backups of this thing and I really need to like run through them before they expire, but the other ones are unopened. I don't know. I'm like weird. I have backups of stuff when they go on sale and I probably really should not do that because then it's like if I'm not using them up fast enough, that money could be used for something else. We're gonna go under the brow with MAC Nylon. This is like a light gold eyeshadow, like very light. It's like a whitish color with gold reflex, and we're just gonna run it under the brows for a little highlight. Just makes it a little icy and like bumps the look up a little bit. Next is foundation. I have my beauty blender wet and ready. Yeah, kind of nasty, I know, whatever. And I'm gonna go in with the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. This is foundation I've had for a little while and I just kind of want to use it up. Like it's not something I really reach for, but it is really nice. It's time to use what I have and then only repurchase the things that I love. I just like to spread out the product a little bit before I go in with the Beauty Blender. I feel like the Beauty Blender, you use it for blending out where the product is. Actually, you know what? Let's take this beautiful heart-shaped brush from IT Cosmetics first and just kind of bounce or pound it into the skin so that it's where we want it to be. And I feel like stippling will give you a very similar effect. Go over some of the areas that need a little bit more coverage. A little on my forehead. Right here I have some weird bumps and I don't want that. Right there's a little bit of redness. I'm also gonna use concealer next, but still there's a bump right there. Right here. I know, like, women of color, a lot of us get like grayness around our mouths. I don't know why. We're just gonna bounce. So we're just patting in the foundation, we're not swiping it because then we move it around. I have the Bye Bye Undereye by IT Cosmetics. I don't remember how good of a color match this is. It's pretty peachy, so let's see. It's pretty light and peachy, but we'll give it a try. It's in like, it's very like sticky. It's like a sticky liquid almost. I don't know whether that is because there's like some skincare in here. Makes your under eyes look very wet. And I just used a very small amount. You guys saw how much I put on. That actually worked pretty well. I'm kind of shook. I think the peach really canceled out the darkness under my eyes. So that's nice. All right, let's set this with powder. I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury powder that I love. The cap is broken off, so we're just gonna roll with it. And we're gonna start to go everywhere. So forehead. I kind of just wanna tap it everywhere because it's liquid foundation and stuff. I just don't wanna lose the gleam of the foundation because the foundation that I used is not matte. It's more of like a natural finish. And then for under the eyes, we want to set that pretty heavily because this concealer is very emollient. And we're going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder and press it under the eyes. I'm like really pressing it into the brush and then tapping it so that whatever's on the brush is what we're pressing into the under eye area. For bronzer, I'm actually going to use this bronzer duo from Cover FX, and this is in the shade Suntan Bronze. This is so beautiful. I've never used this. It has the bronzer on one side and then like a shimmery bronzer. In the summer, this would be really beautiful, just kind of like on your face instead of like a highlighter or blush, just kind of like across your cheeks. Super pretty. I'm gonna go up here. And the same thing on this side. We're gonna start up like here and then just bouncing back and forth. I'm gonna take the powder brush that I used earlier with a little bit of bronzer and just kind of like swirl it. This color seems to be a very good match for me. Then we're just gonna take it around the forehead. We're gonna go in with this from Pure, and it is their Dream Glow Signature Highlighter Palette. This was the highlighter they came out with in the Barbie collection. I'm just gonna kind of go into the gold one more heavily, and then I'm just gonna like dot it in here and dot it in there. And we'll see what happens with that. It's like a relatively like subtle. It's not super blingy or anything. I'm like really over like a really blingy highlighter. Like if you're going to the club, like sure, whatever. Something like this, you already have a pretty bold eye, so you don't really want to overdo it with anything else. For blush, this is one of the new NARS blushes. They came out with an Orgasm X, and it's like a deeper pink, but it's like the same family color-wise, and it has the gold shimmer just like regular Orgasm blush does. We're going to try to really lightly go in with this. Oh man. Now I regret it. Okay, let's dab some off on the back of my hand and then do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna go back into the Tati palette with the pink I put in the middle of my lid, and I'm gonna line underneath my eyes with that with the brush we used. Try to match the intensity over here. And I'm gonna go in with a white eyeliner from MAC, and we're gonna go on the lower lash line with that. This is Fascinating Eye Kohl. We really want to just make sure everything is covered. This will help brighten the eye, open them up a little bit, make them look bigger. I definitely don't believe that all white eyeliners are created equally. I think this one in particular is really nice. So if you really want a good white eyeliner, I would invest in this one. Mascara and lashes. So tried and true, Benefit Roller Lash. You know what? I might not even do lashes with this. I feel like lashes sometimes can really cover up the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in with Patrick Ta's lip liner. I used this in my last video, which y'all didn't get to see because it was deleted. And it's in the shade She's Humble. I'm just gonna line the lips. Nothing crazy. Don't want this to be like a super defined lip or anything. All right, I think we're just gonna use trusty number 4. And just tapping it on. For gloss, I'm gonna go in with the Dose of Colors gloss called The Most. This was in collaboration with Desi Perkins and Katy. And then put it on with a lip brush because I don't want this light colored gloss to be contaminated by this nude lipstick. But this is such a pretty gloss. It has like green and pink glitter in it. We're gonna go on the Cupid's bow first. And then center of the bottom lip, and then just kind of like patting it out. And you don't ever want to rub your lip gloss because then it loses its shine, but you can like do that and it supposedly keeps the integrity of the shine intact. So that's a pro tip. This is the Fix Plus Goldlite. It has like gold shimmer in it. So my thoughts on the Tati palette, this is my second time using it. I think the colors are absolutely beautiful. The mattes blend out so well. The pressed glitters I'm still getting used to, but I think they're really beautiful. And this is the best I've ever seen pressed glitters done in an eyeshadow palette. I know Wet n Wild's done it. I know NYX has done it. I have not been a fan of either of those. I feel like the adhesive that was in there didn't hold them onto the lid and keep them from falling down, and it was just too like gooey. But it seems like Tati has figured out a way to make it so that you don't even really need glitter glue. You just need like a firm hand, and it's good to be precise, otherwise you're gonna have stuff going everywhere. But I really like this palette. I mean, I think the sequin colors are cool. I haven't really used the metallics that much, so we'll just have to see how that goes. If you guys want another video with that palette, let me know. But yeah, this is the look I did. I have something kind of similar on my channel from like years ago, but I figured I would just, you know, run with this look. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Let me know what you thought down below. Follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of posting on Instagram, beauty related, non-beauty related stuff. I really love Instagram. It's just so fun. I will leave the products listed down below. And that's it. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!